Hi, Mike Kennedy here. We're going to try something. We're going to kind of amalgamate some product tests together. I've got this Zippo fire starter. We're going to look at that. We're going to be trying the chicken fried rice from Mountain House. This meal I got for almost half price, 60% of the price. Our salvage and surplus store, Martin's, had some of these on sale. Now, it's supposed to be 2 servings, so 300 for half of the container, 600 calories for the entire container. Uses 12 ounces of water, so we're going to endeavor to heat the water with our alcohol stove. The wind is blowing a little, so that should be interesting. And I'm going to do this idea I had of people who were saying that when you set it up the way you're supposed to, the flame is too far away from the container that you're heating. So all we're going to do, probably we could use nails for this, but I'm just going to take, I've got some baling wire. This is what we used before they had duct tape, especially on something that was hot. So we're going to just take this and push it through some of the holes so it's at the level we want. And there, it's going to prevent, we're going to put it in like this. Yeah, that's almost too low. We'll go up one more hole here with this. So we'll go, so it's 3 high. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. And I wonder if maybe doing it this way might be a little better too. Then I don't have the end of the wires to mess with, kind of. Oh. Our Learn Together videos, you can tell I haven't practiced this. So it's definitely going to be whatever it's going to be. So anyway, I think I would get nails. I was thinking I should have just bought some nails for this. Then it would have gone through much easier. But the idea is, see, we can have it come out the other side. But that's going to work. Let's look at this device first. This is a Zippo lighter. Basically, fire starter, I should say. Basically, they took the part of their lighter that generates the spark. They get a metal wheel and some flint, or that's what they call them, but it's really a ferrocerium rod. And you can see we're getting a spark. Now what they have in here is pieces of tinder. So the idea is you can shred this up and light it. So we'll do both things. We're going to add some fuel. I assume this is going to take 10 minutes to get to the point where we'll be boiling this 355 mils of water for those metric people out there. So, and for you non-metric people, that's 12 ounces. The Stanley Cup is measured in both. And it's nice because they're indented, so I can see inside the container to get the right thing. So let's put some more in here. What I'm going to do is weigh this before and after sometimes. We'll try that too. And we're going to make a cozy too. What's a cozy? That's just an insulated bag to put this in. In other words, once we put hot water in, I think you wait 10 minutes. Now let's see. Wait 5 minutes. Oh, stir and reseal, and then wait 4 minutes. So basically it's 9 minutes. But we were to put this in an insulated container. You know, a cloth. It's going to be made out of cloth, so it can conform to this. It would keep this much hotter, and the water would the meal would remain hotter. Man, the camera turned off right when I did that. Basically, I lit this with the Zippo lighter, which didn't light easily. I dipped it in some alcohol in the stove, and then it really lit well. Then I held it over the alcohol fumes, and it eventually lit. And we've got some flame, but not a lot. There we go. I just saw the flame now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this over this. We're going to open it up so it slides down. There. And then we're going to go like this. So there we go. I assume that will take roughly 10 minutes or maybe longer because we do have wind today. I snuffed out our piece of tinder. So I guess my thoughts on this product, which the camera turned off at the wrong time, but my thought on this is it sparks nice, but the tinder inside, we could do better with some other type of tinder in this. We'll investigate that. We'll redo this and we'll try some different tinders with it as well. So now it's a waiting game. So we rip this open and look inside. This is what it looks like. I don't know what these are. If that could be the chicken. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like dog food with some rice thrown in, but there's some peas and carrots and things. I can hear the wind trying to put the alcohol stove out. I can hear the flame making noise. And according to Outdoor Gear Review, one of the things that don't go so great about alcohol stoves is they tend to be affected a lot by the wind. So the solution to that would be to have a windshield, around it. And we'll make one of those later for another video. Now I'm able to see the flame flickering once in a while. I don't know if I can catch it on camera, but if you can see that, but occasionally I see the flame. And I can definitely hear it as the wind blows against it. So, we're getting close to a boil. You can see the steam coming off. It's always better to have a container with a lid, because that not as much heat is going to be carried out in the steam. Some of that's just going to hit the cap and be contained within. So definitely, if you're trying to boil any liquid, it pays to have, any amount of water, it pays to have a cap for it. Or you're just spending a lot more on fuel or taking a longer amount of time to get where you want to be. Okay, there we go. We're in a rolling boil because you can catch the container on fire and you just burn yourself really badly. Oh yeah, that's a wicked good boil. So, success. My little device moving this down, even though it's windy today, it definitely helped the situation. So let's do it. We'll take it off the water. Yeah, I can see the flame really well there. I think you probably can too. We're going to put this cap on top to snuff it out. And we're going to pour the water in. And we're going to stir it. And what are we going to use? I've got my Leatherman out here with me. I'm going to just use that. We're going to stir it up. Then we're going to set a time. We're going to wait 5 minutes. You don't do that, okay? We lost a little bit of water. There we go, 5 minutes to go. Well, we hit the 5-minute mark, so it says that we're going to stir this again and wait 4 minutes. Oh my goodness, look, it's starting to look like something edible here. You know, my last mountain house thing I did had eggs in it, and it, oh, this smells good. The scrambled eggs, it came out, it asked me to put in too much water, but this looks like it's going to be all right. Okay, set timer for 4 minutes. So here we go, the moment of truth. Let's try it. Now we've got here, this thickened up quite a bit, which is good. The rice absorbed the water. Let me take a smaller amount in case it's hot. And it's very hot. The sauce is good there. I assume this is chicken. I gotta try it and see. Yep. What were these other things? Oh, the little brown things were mushrooms. Carrots, peas. Well, this is really good. It came out good. It's the right consistency. It tastes good. There's so many more brands now. Mountain House used to be considered the top. There's all these other brands that are out now, kind of like Artisan and they, you know, all these titles they use and stuff. But the cost is quite high of those new ones. So it's like, can you afford to spend $10 on each meal? Very good. So what do we get to say here? I guess this was a partial fail because of the tinder that was in it. And to be fair, I do know from the outdoor gear review person, he said this alcohol stove is just better if you have a match to light it with. And, you know, so I created a match with that tinder. But, I don't know, I guess I'll have to try this again just with the purpose of starting their tinder on fire. And maybe I didn't, you know, fluff it up enough. So we got that. Of course, we've done the alcohol stove, but we did do the thing where we, instead of it being 5 holes high, we made it only 3 holes by putting these 3 holes below the top of the stove and running a wire, baling wire through, which again, I think nails might have been easier to work with, but that certainly does still work. And then of course we did the Mountain House meal. So all in all, I would say very successful.